Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today guys, I'm going to be ranking every AFL club's 2023 AFL Training Guernsey. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into things. Alright, so the first one is the Adelaide Crows, and I've given theirs a B. Now I don't mind the Adelaide Crows, it is a little bit like colour-wise on the plainer side, but again though for a Training Guernsey, you need a little bit but not too much. This little futuristic kind of patterny design here looks pretty cool with the little arrows and lines. Just creates something a little bit different than what most clubs would do. It looks different and different shades of blue. You can see like a blue that's kind of like more darker, probably blends in with the Guernsey, and then a lighter blue here. It's not too bad, so yeah, that's why I've given it a solid B. Alright, so now to Brisbane. Could not find a better photo of this Guernsey, so we're going to have to be alright with this one. Now, I've given Brisbane's an A. I like the fade from the top to the bottom. Obviously, the line in the middle is iconic. But yeah, I think there's a little pattern there. I'm pretty sure over here there might be a little bit of a pattern as well. It's nice. It kind of like, I don't know, because the sun could be affecting the colours here, but looks like it's like a purple down to like a darker purple with the gold line in the middle. I do like this one from Brisbane. It's quite a nice design, and that's why I've given it quite a solid A. Alright, now onto Carlton's, and I've given them a C. I think their Training Guernsey is a little bit bland. Most of the middle spot is taken up by their sponsors. So again, you've got less room to work with. That's kind of where their traditional logo would be. Obviously, logo up there, but normally on their normal Guernsey, it's right there where the Great Southern Bank logo is. But I think the little Indigenous stuff down the side is nice, but there's not really a lot of it. It's kind of bland. There's not really a lot going on. There's no really interesting colours or anything like that either, so that's why I've just given it a C. Now it's Collingwood, and I like what Collingwood have done here with their Training Guernsey. I've given them a B because I do like this swooping magpie, and I believe I can see a little bit of text there as well. Might be something a little bit similar to what Adelaide did with player names. I'm not quite sure I can see that throughout the whole Guernsey. Now, you do have to focus your eyes in, but I'm pretty sure that might be player names or some sort of writing there. However, main point on this Guernsey is the swooping magpie. I do like it. I think it is really good. I feel like compared to some of the others on this list, it doesn't quite rank with them, but I still do like the idea of this swooping magpie. Not really a lot of other stuff going on, but I do feel like the swooping magpie does really make up for it itself. It does look really amazing. Alright, so Essendon have got 3 Training Guernseys. I'm pretty sure they use the black one the most, but I still just decided to just put them all in here anyway, because why not? I've given them all a B as well. There is, compared to some clubs that aren't doing a lot, there is quite a lot going on in this one. I don't mind the design on the blue and the red. I think it looks better on the blue and the red. The black, not so much. It just kind of looks a bit messy, I guess, in a way, with their main sponsor on the Guernsey as well. The red one actually looks pretty good, I reckon. I reckon that one probably looks the best with a little bit of smaller details, because obviously red on red. The blue one does not look too bad. The black one does look a little bit messy though. But I feel like all round it's quite tough to give 3 of them an overall ranking. But I think a B is probably about where it would be. Alright, now on to the next one, which is Fremantle, and I didn't actually find a Training Guernsey for them, so I just had to go with their Training Singlet. And let's be honest, I gave it a D. It doesn't really look anything special. A little bit of purple, not really, just purple straight into black, not even a fade or anything like that there. And then it's just sponsors, their logo, and just black throughout the rest of the Guernsey with a little bit of a pattern, as you can see, but nothing that's going to fix up this score. I don't think Fremantle's looks great. I don't really feel like I need to go on much longer about it. But yeah, I just don't think it looks great. And yeah, move on. Alright, so now I've got Geelong's, and I've decided to rank them both because, in my opinion, they are different. The Cats, this orange one was very lucky to get a B. I was thinking C, then I was just like, I'll put it B because it still does look like, it doesn't look too bad, and I could definitely see Cats wearing that. But on the other hand, though, we're going to go to this one, which is the A. Love this. I feel like it does represent Geelong. Just have a little look at that blue colour. Like, literally looks electric blue. Love those kind of electric colours. And then, yeah, I really do like this design. I don't think I need to go on too much longer about it. Just absolutely love the design of the colours. And that's why this one gets a very solid A for the Cats. Oh, I've also given both of the Gold Coast Suns one an A as well. It's an Indigenous design, but I love how it just kind of takes up the whole Guernsey in a way because it fades in and out. So as you go closer this side and this side, you can see the design more clearly than when you can, say, for example, of parts over here on the other side of the Gold Coast Sun logo. Love this Guernsey thing. It's absolutely amazing. They're both amazing. Love the fade. Love the colours. And I do like that they do have their Gold Coast logo in the middle as well. Makes for a really ripping Guernsey. This is a fantastic Guernsey here by Gold Coast. Personally, I do feel like the red one looks better, but the blue still does look perfectly fine as well. That's why I've given them both an A. Alright, so same as Fremantle, could not find a GWS Training Guernsey, so I just had to roll with their training t-shirt. And yeah, personally don't like the look of this one. Again, it's pretty basic. I mean, look, most clubs' training t-shirts are like this. The orange isn't too bad, but because of some of the other competitors that it's going up against in this video, it does have to be rated a D. Don't mind the orange colour, but again, though, there's nothing to look at in the middle. It's just, again, their sponsors. So yeah, I don't think this one was ever going to rate greatly, and I'm not surprised that it didn't. Alright, now over to the Hawks, and I do think it is very similar to Gold Coast's in that sense. They've gone with I believe, an Indigenous design. Now, I might be wrong. I'm not quite sure whether this is an Indigenous design or not, but whether it is or not, the Hawk, the Flying Hawk, just like the Swooping Magpie similarly as well, looks amazing. I do love the Swooping Hawk on both of the Guernseys. Probably does look a little bit better on the gold than the brown, but it looks amazing on both of them. I've given them both an A. Very solid Guernsey here from Hawthorn. Some of these clubs have gone absolutely above and beyond with their training Guernseys. Hawthorn is definitely one of those clubs. And all round, this just looks like an amazing training Guernsey, mainly built off of the fact of that hawk. Alright, again, as I said with Adelaide's Guernsey, this is a pretty similar Guernsey for Melbourne. And Adelaide and Melbourne's Guernsey both have some common similarities in their Guernseys with a pattern. So that's why I've kind of rated it a B to keep it fair. And both of them are very similar. So yeah, Melbourne is definitely a B for me as well. Don't mind the design, doesn't look too bad with the little bit of different shade of blue. Other than that, there's not really a lot to look at, but I still do feel like this is actually quite a good training Guernsey. Alright, now on to North Melbourne. I'm pretty sure this is their training Guernsey. I did get this one as well, but I'm pretty sure that's their training singlet, which would be like a C or a D for me. But this one looks very nice with the kangaroo. Pretty sure this is their training one. No wonder why it gets an A. Looks amazing with that kangaroo. There's a little bit of patterns here. Kind of looks like the blue gets a little bit softer towards the middle and then gets a little bit darker back towards the end again. The lines just make it look amazing. This is probably one of the best Guernseys there is for training Guernseys. So yeah, definitely like this one from North Melbourne, and that's why it gets an A. Alright, now on to Port Adelaide, and this is... Oh, hang on, wait, I forgot to even put up the ranking. I'll just say the ranking anyway. But look, Port Adelaide got their sponsor there. A little bit of a design across there. I'm going to give it a C, because again, there's not really a lot to look at apart from this design. Sometimes the design can make the Guernsey. I don't mind it, but... yeah, not the biggest fan of it, though there's nothing really else to look at, and that is a very faint design as well. So yeah, that's why I'm just going to go ahead and give this one a C. Alright, so you guys might be noticing that the ranking is over in the top right corner this time. Normally goes in the bottom left hand corner, but because this Guernsey is so amazing, I want you guys to see it all, I've put it up here. This is Richmond's training Guernsey, and it is the best training Guernsey there is, in my opinion. This one just looks absolutely amazing. Richmond do know how to make some amazing Guernseys, and this one is definitely one of them. The big tiger, in like little different parts with different yellows and different lines and all that to make the tigers absolutely amazing. This is definitely the best training Guernsey there is. A plus for me, in my opinion. Nothing else going on. The black still looks perfectly fine though. But look, this is just an amazing Training Guernsey. Definitely the best one that there is this year. Looks absolutely amazing, visually appealing. I could easily see them running around playing in this, looking absolutely amazing as well. So yeah, this is definitely why this is the best Training Guernsey, just because their club logo's on it and it just looks absolutely amazing. Alright, so now to St Kilda, giving them a C. Now, at first this might look like your everyday normal blue jumper with nothing on it. However, if you look a little bit closer, you can see there is like the little Saint logo with the little lines and little plus and or little cross. But again, though, it's very faint, very hard to see. Most of the space is taken up by the sponsor, logos. But yeah, it's an okay Guernsey, but yeah, that's why I'm going to give it a C. There's not really a lot to look at. And yeah, it's quite boring and bland. Unless if you do get your eyes in and really take a look at that closer. Alright, well I was tossed up between a B and a C for the Swans. I decided to give it a B. Not a bad little design they've got going out throughout the Guernsey. The red does look quite amazing as well. It's not a bad design. It's an okay design. I don't really know what the idea of the design is, but I still do feel like it does look good enough. The red still looks perfectly fine. The design is interesting enough to have eye attention, so it's not too bad. That's why I've given it a solid B. Alright, there's been lots of A's given out in this video. This very well could be the last A, depending on what the Western Bulldogs do with theirs. But this is West Coasts, and I do genuinely like West Coasts. So if there was no if there was no eagle on the middle, it would probably be a B, similar to Adelaide and Melbourne. But because they've got their club logo on there, it just takes it up a notch. So you've got this really cool, different coloured blue as well. You can see different little shades of blue, a lighter and a darker blue with this cool little design in the background. And then you got your eagle at the front looking really nice as well. This is a really clean Training Guernsey. I'm not quite sure where it would rank, probably like second or third to be completely honest. It does look absolutely amazing, this one. I could definitely see them running around playing in this. Looks absolutely amazing, and no wonder why it gets an A. Alright, so we haven't finished on a too bad of a ranking. The Western Bulldogs training t-shirt gets a B again. Couldn't find a training jumper, but I don't mind this little swivelly design with random little, I don't really know what you'd call this, but don't mind the design down the bottom. And then you've got some nice Bulldogs lettering in red, and then you've got some white on there as well, so replicating their team colours. I think it looks pretty clean, pretty decent, and that's why I've given it a B. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Send you guys never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much. Bye everyone. Flaming Footy out.